I always love these. I guess some people call it yakult. It's like this probiotic drink. Hello everyone. Hope you guys are having a nice day. This is my first time doing this. No clue what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow with everything at this point. But yeah. This is my desk, as you can see. Did you know that this was like wooden cutting board? I can't believe that myself, right? But I'm using this as a little bit of a thing, like, where you put paper on it, and like other. I do apologize if the camera does look really, really bad. I do apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, that's perfect. And then I am fumbling really hard right now. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Would I count that? It's not over the halfway line. So yeah, I think I'll probably count that. Let's just talk about like beginner drivers, just because I feel like I've kind of gone through this. Everyone or any high schooler that is trying to get into driving, sometimes you have to think that it's not just the wheel. You also need to think there's much more than just the car itself. Because I remember the Ford versus Ferrari movie, and I think they did a really great tip on this. I think it was like Ken Miles saying to his son,
"You're going fast, but as the car speeds up, everything else slows down. You don't do that. You do this, right? And then you see everything."
Honestly, just really keep in mind of your surroundings, like, a lot. Which I kind of learned that the hard way, as I almost got into a car accident at some point, which I think I'll say after I do the solve. Okay, let me do red. Now what? Okay, and we do that, and then we do this, boom, bam. Oh no, that's the wrong one, wrong way. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, the car accident that I was sort of about to crash into was I was going straight, like, so let's just say this was like the intersection, right? And then I was coming straight. I was like approaching like right at the edge of the intersection. So I was already going. It was already green light. And then I think on like the opposite side of the road, like coming this towards, I was here, and there's like a truck trying to make a U-turn, kind of where I was trying to go straight. I thought that truck was gonna wait. No. Because at that point, I was already in the middle now. I was kind of already going. I was already driving. This truck with the trailer was continue just going and going, and I'm just like, I'm on a green light. Why are you moving? So I was like, I think at some point I was like, okay, well, I know slowing down is gonna be too late. I'm gonna move over to the next lane and just punch it. What am I supposed to do? If I stop, I'm gonna damage the car really badly. So, my car. Yeah, I essentially just kind of went. So the truck was coming this way, and then I just kind of went like to the right. Yeah, I mean, driving, in my opinion, is pretty dangerous, but to me, I find it very exhilarating, which I feel like is a horrible personality trait to have when it comes to driving. I love driving. I love just listening to music, even in traffic, just listening to music all the time. I don't know, it calms me down if I ever go like, oh man, like what the heck, why you cut in front of me? I don't really do that just because music is just always there to calm me down. It's almost like a melody in a sense, so I really do appreciate music sometimes. I also do think that it is quite dangerous too. I don't know what to do. What am I doing? I don't know. Why'd I do that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This way, this way. Boom. And let me do this. And let me do this. Oh, and then 22.94. I guess like another tip I can possibly give to beginner drivers are the pedals itself. I feel like a lot of the games, like racing games, they have like the triggers. Misconception is obviously people are like, when the race starts, they're gonna like hold that trigger button down and it's gonna go like you don't want to do that. No, realistically that's not what you should do, but I mean I guess that's racing in a sense, but if we're talking about realistically, just trying to start your car out of like your intersection, out of like an intersection or something, you're more often going to be slowly pressing on the gas or the brake, like one way or another. If it's like a real emergency, then yeah, probably you're gonna freaking hard push the pedal. But I guess in summary, just try to take it easy on the pedals. I mean, besides pedals though, I guess we can talk about Forza. Honestly, Forza is a great game. I think so far I've only played Forza Horizon 5-ish. I think it was. I don't exactly remember. I kind of forgot. The Forza games are always the best. I kind of grew up with it. I think the one I grew up with was the one with the Centenario on the thumbnail. I think that, yeah, there was a Centenario, and it had like that truck going over the Centenario, the Lamborghini Centenario. Yeah, that was probably the best Forza Horizon game. I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. I don't see any of my colors. I think I just destroyed a pair. What am I doing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, 25. I feel like we used to talk about like, oh, Lamborghini's like the best car, Ferrari, and like, I don't know, like Koenigsegg. I used to be like that, but not anymore. I think when I see a Lamborghini, it's more of like, oh, cool. That's really cool, you know? Like, that's great. But once if you crush it, you know, like all bunch of money down the sewer, you know? I don't know. I'm probably gonna get canceled for that, but that's how, at least that's how I think about like these supercars and all that kind of stuff. I think right now it's, for me, just old-fashioned muscle cars, and like actually even drift cars too, like I don't know, like Nissan Nismo or something, or a Mitsubishi Lancer thing. I'm not like a huge nerd in cars. I'm just saying like that's the type of cars I usually I like these days. Okay, I saw this one, and then I saw this one, and then I saw this one, and then finally do the sexy move. Oh, I learned that from J-Perm. What? That's crazy. 24. If you're probably wondering what this cube is, this is the GAN 354M. I don't know if this is discontinued. I think it is, actually. Yeah, this is the GAN 354M. I think this is a pretty similar size to the Volk. I am kind of outdated a little bit compared to most. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit smaller than the Volk, so I feel like most of them would be like GAN 356 or like usually it's like that. Last time I known GAN was like the GAN 356X. That was like the last time I knew about GAN and all other cubes. So I think I what is that grammar? I got into speedcubing just because I was bored. I think this was during middle school-ish. It was something that I wanted to explore. I was really intrigued by the whole Rubik's Cube thing itself, so I was like, yeah, why not? I want to see how you solve it. I got it from like Walmart and I started solving it, and yeah, it wasn't so bad. And then at some point I really took off by just watching all these people solving it so quickly, and I was like, yeah, I want to speed solve too. I think my first cube was the Chi Warrior. I know there's people that are gonna say like, oh, you didn't start with the Davinci or something. Oh. I feel like I'm performing a little bit better, kind of-ish. Oh no, I'm not. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is definitely bad. 25. I honestly think that speedcubing as a way to make friends is really great. I think my first competition I went into was probably the most life-changing thing that I know, life-changing opportunity. There we go. I should have taken it. A lot of them were really good people. A lot of them were young, but they were so sweet and like kind. Like, people were letting you use the cubes. Like, you could literally just ask someone and be like, hey, may I like borrow this cube and get a feel of it? And they would say like yes or something, and I was honestly kind of surprised because I don't usually think too highly of society sometimes. But yeah, I was really surprised when I got into that first cube competition. It was definitely a moment that I'll never forget. It was also during a time when I was really depressed too. So yeah, I would say if you want to get into speedcubing, go for it. Do not be afraid of the competitions. Just do it for the fun of it. Do it to make friends. Everyone is so kind. I swear to you. I'm not sure though these days. I'm not sure about this generation, Gen Z. I'm not sure. I can't be saying that because I am also Gen Z too. I am sorry again. I just like to yap a lot, huh? I don't have a timer. I don't know why I did that. Okay, red, boom, this, yes, yes, and then boom, 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 boom. I don't know what to do. No, that was the one move I know. Oh no! I'm sorry again. Let's do this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but I have an idea. It didn't work. Okay. I messed up again. I am fumbling. Oh no! This. Okay, there we go. That worked. I don't know how. Oh no! What is this solve? Oh no! I actually do wish that I did continued cubing during that time. I feel like I said that before just a minute ago, but I feel like any hobby at this point, just go for it, and you could probably make some friends off of like Quora or like Reddit or something, which it's probably not the best advice, but I don't know. Up to you. There's different ways to meet your perfect friends out there. It's just a leap of faith, you know, just as Peter Parker said once in his Spider-Man, or no, it was Miles Morales movie. Yeah. Whoa, that I did not see that, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. I think I'm already fumbling. I am fumbling. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Where is it? Boom, boom, boom. And then we do this. Boom. And then we do this. Boom. We do this. 25. Funny enough, I actually do have the mini Wushway. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. The Wushway or Wukway 4x4. The mini M version, which is actually discontinued. I am currently in the process of trying to repair it, but right now it's really hard to do it when I don't know how looping works. But hopefully I should be able to repair the mini Wushway. You're probably wondering, why do you need to repair it? Why do you keep saying repair? That's not really a good word. Well, when I first got it during middle school, I frickin' put sunblock cream in the frickin' internals and skin moisturizer, which I highly do not recommend. Like, please, if you can help it, do not do it. That's like breaking spaghetti, which you should not do also. Put it here. Yeah. This is really slow, you know? This is called the very slow strategy, where I go really slow, but very precise this time. It worked. Slow and steady wins the race. besides slow and steady wins the race, I always question about people with their driver's license. Like, getting a driver's license is pretty easy these days. I mean, I'm not sure about other states. It was literally just parking and then driving a circle, and then that was it. like there was reverse parking, there was parallel parking, forward parking. They had all those complicated parking maneuvers that you had to do. Passed all of them, and then the driving in circle was basically how I said it. Nothing complicated, which I did despise, because I was expecting better than this. Why aren't the tests harder? I can guarantee you, just because you have a driver's license doesn't mean you're good at driving. And that's for dang sure. Yeah, I'm telling you, when the people tell you that, oh, I have a driver's license, or one of your friends in high school be like, I have a driver's license, when are you getting yours? Something like that. Just know that they're not good at driving yet. But even in the future, they're not good. They're just a driver. Period. All drivers are the same. We all drive stupid. This is a convenient yellow cross buildup. I don't know how that worked, and I don't know where any of the blocks is. Or maybe I just talk too much. Which honestly... that was probably the most dramatic, slow-paced solve I ever did at the end. Well, I don't know, man. Just be careful when you're driving out there. It's just dangerous, and I just fricked it up. Whatever. One of my friends has trauma on driving. Not the greatest thing to work with. I understand that. She was like telling me that, oh, I don't really want to drive. I think this was during the junior year of my high school. She was like, I don't really want to drive, because my uncle got in a car crash. I was really scared for my uncle, something like that. Which I was like, I see. But I also was thinking that, well, either way though, how are you supposed to get groceries? Like, I know you have a trauma thing going on, but in the end of the day, you need to get over it. You can't keep slumbering into yourself into depression like that. It's just, no. Don't keep stuff like that long term. It's not good for you. You won't be able to. I guess we can talk about the topic of trauma. I definitely have a lot of trauma, especially during middle school, because of puberty, hanging out with a lot of these cool kids, or the popular kids. I hung out with them a lot, got into a lot of trouble. I was also one of those great students who were getting good grades, but honestly, it's something that you need to work with along. Like, the best way I handled depression was just simply saying that depression is your ally. No, depression is my ally. I don't know about anyone else, but that's how I dealt with it, and I just forgot how to do it, and that's fine. As I was saying, it forced me to revisit my memories that I thought I did wrong. But the thing, what people get really dumbstruck into is to simply giving up. Which obviously is not the best course of action. Yeah, I simply used that pain to force myself to bring back all these flashbacks that will eventually usually tear people apart. I try to revisit them and learn what I did wrong to do better. That is the type of mindset that you need to have. This is why even though I'm 19 years old, I still like to consider myself as a child or a kid or a teenager. Heck, I don't even know if I deserved a teenager. I don't even know what a teenager is at this point. They're all freaking weird. I know it's a little bit weird that I think of that way, probably. Like I should be thinking like a man or like an adult. But I also ask myself that question, like, for the current knowledge I have, do I really get to deserve to have the title of man or the title of an adult or a young adult? It feels very undeserving, let's just say. I'm honestly just gonna wing this. Wow, that's crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, no. I'm I'm bubbling. I'm tumbly wumbly. Wait, what is that even supposed to mean? Oh no. There's a certain standard I put myself in. It's essentially just I like to earn things with hard work. I don't think I worked hard enough to earn the title of young adult yet. I may be 19. I'm still a baby. I think like one. I'm too stupid to think like an adult. I know that for sure. I know, gosh dang for sure, I don't think like an adult. Yeah. It's not so bad to think like this too, just because now get more of a feeling of, oh, I have more things to learn now, or oh, I'm still young, I can at least study a little bit more, which in my opinion is probably the greatest mindset that you could ever have when you're really young, which I don't want to. I feel like I'm not trying to be an adult, alright? I'm just saying what I experienced so far. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I kind of lived in an environment where I have to, like, learn my own way of living. Technically, in my case, 4 years was pretty much 4 years of surviving. That was how I viewed it during those high school years. It was really just trying to find my own self, trying to find identity, just a time to think for once in my darn life. The one time overthink about yourself. That's all I ask. It's a suggestion. I don't know if this works with anyone, but that's at least how I got out of it. Just because that's actually how you know yourself a bit more. A lot of the times you are conditioned to follow trends. All these people telling you these things that don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. You look stupid if you do this. You look embarrassing. You're gonna embarrass yourself. It's not like that. There's a lot of things, a lot of uniqueness. Like speedcubing, I didn't even know this was a thing. I just did this because I was like, yeah, this is really fun. That's what I'm telling you, man. You need to know yourself. You just don't give enough time to actually know yourself. You're essentially living life without a key to yourself. Like, come on. You're the owner. You're the owner of your own story, and you're telling me you don't have a key? That's crazy. Perfect. I paused there for no absolute reason. Oh yeah. I do apologize for getting a little bit too deep. I just kind of yap about this a lot of times, just because, I don't know, I just like to talk about this. Got out of depression because their friends got out of it, or their friends got them out of it, or the family members got them out of it, maybe girlfriend, dating, whatever, like all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure. I kind of did everything on my own, had to get depression out of my life. Actually, I'm still depressed, if I'm being honest, but it's not as severe. That's the thing. It's more of like a pollen allergy. So I think I did made a post about when I'm moving forward with this channel. Obviously, I can't keep doing reviews all the time, but I will try to do my best on doing stuff related to Gunpla or Gundams, model kits related, so do not worry about that. I am still trying to keep it mainly focused on that, but I do want to do more of a side thing, just casually as well. This is more of just a really chill side series where I just cube and basically rant whatever random things that go on with my life. So I just thought it would be nice to just kind of connect with people on the internet a bit more now. So yeah, but yeah, that'll be all. Do you have a nice day? Please take care and stay safe, yeah? And if you like to comment down below whatever you want for me to talk about on my next little chill side of a video series, go ahead. But I'll see you guys next time.